Alright, today I'm going to make an old-fashioned. I have everything but a cherry, which to me doesn't really matter. It doesn't add any flavor. It's just a garnish. It's not like it's doing anything for the drink. So anyway, we're going to start with a rocks glass or an old-fashioned glass or a tumbler, whatever you want to call it. 1 sugar cube. I prefer brown sugar cubes. They're just kind of hard to find around here. Angostura bitters and the Angostura orange bitters. You don't have to use both. Some people don't. I do. So I'm going to take sugar cube, put it in my glass, a couple dashes of each of the bitters. Okay. Then this is just water. Put more or less, maybe a little more. Alright, well I'm going to let that sit just so it can kind of break down the sugar. I'm going to take an orange and I'm just going to kind of, take a little bit of the zest. That's all. Kind of twist it, and I like to rub it inside the glass. This is kind of maybe a cliche. Leave it in there if you want to. Be careful though, if you're going to muddle it with the orange or the lemon, don't get any of the bitter pit. I had very, very little of that. It just doesn't add good flavors. You already have bitters in the sense of aromatics like that. You don't need the bitterness of the orange or the lemon. So as you can see, I'm taking very thin layers. And you can even, if you have a little bit too much, you can take and use your finger. Be very careful. You need a pretty sharp knife. This one's not the best. But there you go. That's the bitter bad stuff. See, it's almost completely yellow on that side now. Once again, twist it, but make sure it's over the glass. Rub it all nice and good inside here. Just get those essential oils. And you don't have to do this. To me, there's really no proper way to make an old-fashioned as long as you, have bourbon and some bitters and a little bit of citrus. I mean, because it's a very classic drink. So muddle this. Ideally your muddler wouldn't have any sort of color. This one does. It doesn't really matter, I don't guess. It's just you could always risk some sort of paint or something coming off. Alright, but that's pretty well muddled. Okay. I'm going to take... Well, that's bizarre. Alright, that's good right there. Cut that in half. Eat the rest of this in a bit. I already kind of messed with this lemon earlier making another one, so I'm just going to take this much here. Okay. I like to use about 2 ounces of bourbon. This is Knob Creek, by the way. It's just a nice small batch, but it's 100 proof. It's pretty tough stuff, but it's nice for sipping. This is the kind of stuff that I would cut with just a little bit of water just to really get the flavor well. Some people would say I'm a pussy for that, but I mean, come on. Fairly generous helping of bourbon. Alright. Now you can do this a number of ways. You can use crushed ice, you can use like whiskey stones. Well, that's debatable. You can definitely use the big like bourbon or whiskey ice cubes. I just kind of like to stir around a little bit. And there, to me, is a perfect old-fashioned minus the cherry.